Welcome back to Politics Watch. This is Sir P. Now, today I'm going to talk about teenagers, and I'm not talking about the roaches, right? Although the way some of these 87s, these young 87s act, now the sorry, so we now have a special type of beer gun to get rid of them. Now people, picture the scenery. Police, you're in a police team, or even in a JDF team, and you're moving through West Kingston, and you see two little youth, see, young teenagers, pushing a handcart with a barrel on it, right? Now, if you're the modern day super righteous, super liberal, I love everybody, I don't profile nobody, you would carry on about your business. But luckily, in this instance, we had a police team that lived in the real world. A police team that knows in this side of Kingston, in this part of Jamaica, anything, right, remotely looking off, stop them and you are gone. So of course, the policemen draw down upon the youth them and push the handcar to the barrel upon it, and the youth them run off. Why would they run off? Right? I mean, after all, it's just two little youth a push on barrel. How bad can it be? A matter of fact, hold on. Let me get Simple Simon for this.
What the police team draw down upon the little youth them for? How bad can it be? What them draw down upon the little youth them for? Through them say the youth them with barrel. A bad man, because through the barrel just come from foreign, and the police boy them want something outside. So them want beg 1 pound of rice and 1 pound of sugar out of man them barrel. Them draw down upon the youth them. And two bad mind, they say all you Sir P, all they do is make up things to get views and sell mug.
Well people, thankfully Simple Simon was not in this police team, because the police intuition were correct, because inside the barrel, with the little youth them did a push, was a woman with her hand them and her foot them tie up, right? And of course, no life left in her body. See, these two little youth, these two teenagers, were pushing around this woman, right? Probably go carry her somewhere, but don't fire off. That is the reality of West Kingston. That is the reality of Jamaica. Now the woman, the police theorize she's in her early 20s, right? And people, I want you to understand something. When you hear certain things in one of these places, right, you can't just say, well, oh, why them do that? These places are extraordinary communities, and the conditions that you work under, you can't just operate certain way and just go on like you want to live in a fairy tale land and say, oh look, two little youth a push on carrot and barrel upon it. Oh, I could just hope for the best. No, you can't hope for the best. Because even when it look innocent, it probably is sinister. Right? Not because I told a teenager, right? People were telling already. Right? A machine can't tell the difference between whether a 15-year-old squeeze it or a 50-year-old. Right? And especially West Kingston is one of them places like Moby, we start produce for them 87s from young. All of those long time, well-known 87s, all of the one them are gone already. Them start bad for them yard and them knee. Them old time 87s, the man like Nunupus and them and the man they are bad for the yard and them knee. Before them even start go ear under them arm. So people, when in the year we talk about the youth, them are Woolmers and them place there, one of the reasons why we have to come down so hard on them is because we can't afford to make them youth stray too early. Sitting back on some well-wishing nonsense, but oh, them young, them start make them mistake. No, this is not mistake. Like in a certain countries or even certain communities, a teenager mistake is, I don't know, the worst it can get is to take out them parents' car and scratch it, right? But in our society, the worst it can get is that we have teenagers who are grown and we took people left, right, and center, and I carry them in a barrel for an handcart, right? We cannot be naive and living in a fantasy world. Now, it could be a case where maybe these two little youth were not the people who take our road, but they were just moving on from one place to the other. But in any event, so what? Does it really matter? Right? And keeping on the whole teenage, what would I say now, topic. The Stone Hill case. Remember the 4 people who got wet up there in Stone Hill. The police have brought in 2 people and they've been identified in an ID parade. And guess who was involved in that? of course, again, 2 people have been pointed out, and one of them is so young that the police can't even mention his name. Because they know when you're a certain age in Jamaica, if you get accused of certain things, police can't put your name out there. Right? I think that's written in law. Right? So they've named one of the suspects, which is 22-year-old Deshante Dunkley, aka Chuckle. And the next person is a teenager, but of course, as I say, them name can't be released. Right? No, people, understand this. Them man are going to Stonehill Square, 6 o'clock in the morning. Right? Go take out man and end up get all people involved in them wildness and give people straight shot. Now, you mean to tell me, say, them youth really got Stonehill Square, would not even have like a kerchief around them face. That shows you that they've gone past the level of bold, down into the realms of stupidity. Then again, you can't be surprised. People, most 87s have very, very, very low IQ. This is what people are realizing. A lot of people confuse being stupid with being brave. It's a thin line, you know. A brave man have sense, you know, people. Right? A brave man have sense. But some people, their thought process, their IQ is so low that when they do things, because you have sense and you know you want to do that, you will tell yourself, say, why you must be brave, why you must be bold, but really must not have sense. You got Stonehill, right, 6:30. Everybody out there got school, I got work. Everybody see you, right? And now, couple days after, you get catch, you sit down in the courthouse, you sit down in the jailhouse, I wonder how many there, so. John, I can't believe, I wonder who in farm, but I don't know, it could be anybody. There's at least 300 people out there morning time. It can be anybody, right? So again, you see, teenager. This is why we cannot ignore the youths, right? People, remember me telling you, one of the number one hitters in Stone Crusher was a lucky youth. When them finally take him out, he was 15, and by then he was already a veteran, right? So we have to keep an eye on the youths them, and we have to bring them back in line, right? That was one of the things about the Woolmars video that really threw me off, because people, Woolmars is one of, I'd have to double check the list, but I think it's either Woolmars or Monroe are the top performing boys' school in Jamaica, at least from an academic standpoint, right? So if Woolmars Boys, who is one of the best performing, best funded, best supported school, produce youths like that, who talk like that and behave like that, imagine the little school them who don't get nowhere near as much funding, nowhere near as much support, and might as well don't even exist because the government and society as a whole don't even care about them, right? Imagine the school them with one entire class, one entire year a fail. When you realize that we have schools in Jamaica with the entire 11th grade, right, are people about go do CSEC or CXC, and only 5-10% of them are past 5 CXCs, right? One whole year gone in, leave school and nothing to do, right? Tell them to qualify for nothing. People, we have to bend the tree while it's young, right? This is why I had to call out Woolmars in particular, right? Because when me said them school are behave so, you know it's serious. Because one time back in the day, people when they hear certain things going, they say, oh, I'm like a bad school there. Remember them term there? Bad school. People say, oh, I'm bad school along the road. You know them stay already. You can't say that about Woolmars now. So we're not going to say no. We're not going to say about Woolmars. People, it don't look good. So anyway, as me say, the situation going on over there in West Kingston really getting out of hand. It seems like they must go step it up from Zozo to SOE. I don't know, right? Because somebody was telling me that it's not, they don't actually have a SOE run there, they just have a Zozo. But in my opinion, even if they bring it up to a SOE, it not gonna do much, because we already see, say, Tiwali is a place that even when they go around and show the full force of the state at it, it still can't tame. Many people, the largest operation ever launched internally in Jamaica happened in Tivoli Garden, right? And it didn't bring it peace, it didn't bring it stability. So, I don't know, there's nothing the police force can do more extreme than what happened with the big incursion. And the big incursion didn't turn it into a metropolis of peace and love and safety. So I don't know what a little stationary checkpoint and some SOEs are going to. But as usual, we'll keep an eye on it. So Patreon squad, big up on yourself. Please like, comment, and share the video. Bless.